Saw me cutting out a test dado. Drawer bottoms will go into a dado, and I'm going to make the bottoms out of 1/2-inch plywood, and they're going to go in a slot, a dado, in the bottom of the door box. Welcome to another Memphis Monday, number 45, I think. Last week we got the carcass to our storage unit all put together, and boy, we got a lot to do today. So I got in here early and started making the boxes and this and that. But we got the drawer fronts to make and doors to make, and we just got all kinds of stuff. So let's knock off the chatter and get to work. First thing I'll show you is how I'm going to build the drawers. I'm not running a jig on these drawers like I did the last set, except I have set up these two 90-degree angles here so I can attach the drawer, just something to stabilize it while I nail it together. On some other drawers, we've used some different joints. On this one, we're just going to use butt joints, and you'll see why that's going to work in just a minute. Okay, here's a box. It's got a 1/2-inch dado all the way around the bottom to receive the back, or the bottom. And this is the back of the box right here. It has a dado also, but we're not going to use that dado. We're going to cut it off with the table saw. Okay, here you can see the concept. I'm going to run it through the table saw, and I'm going to cut it right there, all along there, so that the back will just come right up, and the bottom will rest against the top of this back. It won't be in the dado. I haven't cut the bottom yet because I want to precisely measure this dado here. It's about 17 and 3/8. Okay, now what I'm going to do is take this 1/2-inch plywood, slide it in this groove. Probably isn't coming out once I put it in. Okay, now it's in the slot all the way around. It's 1/2-inch plywood. Now for the magic. Then this piece of plywood is held in place with nails. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm actually testing to make sure the box actually perfectly fits between those drawer slides, which it does, because I don't want to go to all the trouble of installing the drill slides and then find out I made some stupid mistake. Okay, let's put the drawer slides on it. Okay, not a whole lot of excitement here. I'm just attaching the drawer slides. Just figure out where you want them, draw a line, and center the drawer slide on that line, and it is foolproof. The only thing that'll get you is if you haven't measured the width of the drawer so that the thing doesn't fit in the opening. Okay, let's go see if it fits. And then we have the drawer on. We got our drawers in. Boxes, I'm talking about the boxes, they're basically just drawers, but they're just a lot shorter and maybe flipped upside down because this is a 1/2-inch piece of plywood here. I put these little holes in here so you could pull the thing out. See, that'll be a nice little feature right there. This is for the CD player, and this is for the printer. So I'll be able to put the printer right out and pull it right out and use it, change paper and all that stuff you got to do to printers. All right, let's next job are the drawer fronts. Okay, I've already got the stock cut out for the drawer fronts. These will all be lined with oak trim. So let's start putting some trim on them. Well, we got all the routing and sanding done. Next thing I guess is to install the drawer fronts. So how's that for progress? We're going to install the drawer pulls and install the fronts and everything all in one operation. First thing I do is horizontal line right through that X, and line my template up. See, the template's got a hole in it right there, and I can center that on the center of the drawer pull, and then those other two holes right there represent the 3 inches between the drawer pull bolts. I've got the camera repositioned so you can see what's going on. Remember, we just put those 2 dots there. That represents a 3-inch spacing of those holes. And we put the 2 brads in that will be hidden by the drawer pull. Okay, now I've attached the drawer front. Now it's time to drill these holes. Well, you don't need to see me screw these handles on. Okay, I'll go ahead and install these other drawers and then we'll get to the door. Well, I wish I could tell you the plan. I don't think I got a plan. I'm just going to install a set of hinges and then go over to the cabinet, see if they work. All right, here we go. You're going to find out if this thing's going to work the same time I am. Take this spacer out. Open up the door, pull out the VCR. VCR? All right, let me put the other one on there and we'll be able to start putting some finish on this thing. Well, I thought you might want to see it one more time before we take it all apart to stain it. We're not going to get that staining done if we just sit around and talk, so let's knock off the chatter and get to work. I got the magnetic door stops there, and I've exploded taking the thing completely apart so I can start staining it, and I routed off the tops of those trays let's look at the stain. That is dark walnut with a little bit of walnut dye in it. This is American walnut. I basically boiled it down to these two, but I think I'm going to pick the one on the right here. It looks a little bit more antique-y. This one looks a little bit new, so I'm gonna use this one over here. So let's get staining. To tell you the truth, you know all the problems I have with staining stuff, so I'm gonna stain these trays first for practice. Okay, here we go. School is over. I'm going to show you me doing the first one. Okay, looks pretty good to me. What do you think? Well, I got all the boxes stained. And I got the case stained. So let's wait a couple hours and put the first coat of polyurethane on it. Well, it's been 2 hours and I got in here and put a first coat of polyurethane. I'll tell you what, to me, this is just the look I was looking for. Kind of an antique look. It's not, see if I can get a close up. It's not blotchy. It's dark, but not so dark you can't see the grain. Let's go over and look at the cabinet. I really like the top here. I don't see any blotchiness at all. But this is kind of a cool feature here, some kind of grain figure. Get a couple more coats of polyurethane on this thing and we'll take it in the house. Well, I guess that'll about do it for another Memphis Monday. I think we got our money's worth this week. We finished up our cabinet. As a matter of fact, we kind of finished up here the same place we started last week when we were talking about the problem. We got rid of the big table, we got rid of the black potting table, and we got rid of the file cabinets. This file drawer is so large that I'm able to get all my files in just this top drawer. And so I got these 3 big drawers here for storage of other things. Alright, so thanks for watching, and make sure you comment and like and favorite and Facebook and tweet and all that business. But most important, make sure you're back here next week for another exciting Memphis Monday. Thanks for watching.